I feel that what they call Ludisia discolor Spider-Man is a hybrid. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hendrika, your guide to once a pond and orchid. And today I have a question for those of you who are fans of jewel orchids. It's because I find that this is a controversial issue, but maybe if you grow a lot of jewel orchids, you can help me. I feel that what they call Ludisia discolor Spider-Man is a hybrid, which is called a Ludochilus Dominyi Spider-Man. But I have the plant in question right here in flower and another actual Anoectochilus. So let's have a look. So right here we have an Anoectochilus. This is a hybrid. I will show you the plant. The plant is now growing in this Coke bottle. This is how I grow my Anoectochilus and most of my jewel orchids in this Coke bottle. If you want to find out more about how to do it, I'll put a link. Actually, I use this to acclimatize my seedlings, but then I also found out that Anoectochilus and jewel orchids love it. Let me put this plant down. So you can tell from the Anoectochilus is because the labellum right here it's got a lot of filaments. Let me share with you. So this flower here is got filaments, a bit like, spider legs, and then you can see that it's got a distinct dorsal, and then where's the petal, where's the sepal? I think they are fused. As you can see, I put my hand here, there is a little bit of a spur at the bottom. So yeah, this makes what I call a typical Anoectochilus flower. Right here is the plant I always question, is this a true Ludisia? Because Ludisia has a lot of varieties. I mean, if you take a Ludisia and then you put it next to Anoectochilus, you can see that the leaf shape is almost the same. It is of like a spear shape, and the veins are almost the same. So, well, to me, now we look at the floral parts of it. So this is the floral parts, kind of different, and I'm gonna put a photo of Ludisia discolor in the screen, and you tell me whether this is an actual Ludisia discolor or it's a hybrid. Because let me put the two flowers together side by side. You tell me, is this one on my left hand, which is also your left, an actual Ludisia discolor, or is it a hybrid? Because to me the labellum doesn't show at all any filament. If it was a hybrid, it will be like an in-between, or it will show something to do with a Anoectochilus, but it doesn't. Another thing I want to show you is that, look, the Ludisia has a much longer inflorescence, but the Anoectochilus here is short. Yeah, to me all these characteristics actually show I might be wrong. This might be a true species. Also, the way that its flower is, this thing is sequential, whereas the Anoectochilus is not. So if this was a hybrid between Ludisia and Anoectochilus, it shouldn't be that sequential. Please go ahead and help me explain why do you think that this is a species which is a Ludisia discolor and not a hybrid of Ludochilus?
So when we look at Ludisia discolor is the only species in the genus Ludisia. You will see that for Ludisia generally the leaves will be long, elongated, and the veins tend to be more straight, and it tends to be creeping a bit more downwards. You can see the angle of the veins creeping. It tends to be a bit more parallel to these lines over here.
Right.
But when you look at Anoectochilus, I don't have any Anoectochilus sample right now. The leaves are a bit more rounded in shape.
Like an ovoid.
Yeah, exactly that. And it tends to be very, very expanded here. Okay, it's round. It's round, and usually the veins are a bit more richly colored. It's very, very gold. Very gold, and the way the veins creep out, so it's more at an angle compared to the
So wouldn't you say that if Anoectochilus has more like almost like a 90-degree angle for the veins, or what kind of degree?
I wouldn't say 90 degrees. It's probably around 70 degree-ish.
Okay.
It's very, very, the vein creeps out more compared to the one Ludisia. Yeah. So, and the veins on Ludisia generally is also not very prominent compared to Anoectochilus. And Anoectochilus, the veins are very striking. They pop out. They pop out. So the ones on Ludisia, like even you can see here, yes, you have veins, but it's not very striking. The veins on Anoectochilus tend to be a bit more thicker.
I see.
And the other thing to also look at is in terms of the stem size.
Okay.
Ludisia tends to have slightly more plump stems.
Right.
Anoectochilus ones will be very skinny. Their stems are very thin.
Okay.
Very, very thin. And Ludisia also tends to grow slightly bigger and taller compared to Anoectochilus.
Yes, because Anoectochilus have the tendency to want to flop.
Yes, they are short-ish. They stick more closely to the ground. These guys, they tend to grow a bit more taller. And the more mature they are, the bigger the leaves will get lah. These plants, we've been having them here for the last 2 years. These guys all about 1 year plus. So the one in these pots are about 2.5 years. Took them very long to reach this size actually.
Oh.
So these guys, they're all recently, just about 1 year ago planted.
Okay.
So the leaves don't even drop off. They just mature and become bigger.
Oh.
So
they literally don't lose the leaves like even the lower the oldest ones here, they just stay.
Yeah, they just keep.
But what
staying
about
on.
things like this?
This is normal lah. It can happen because of the weather or even overwatering.
Yeah.
It can happen because of that. But generally, after a few years, 1 to 2 years, only then you start seeing the leaves all turning this way naturally.
Right.
Otherwise, the leaves will just keep going like this lah, bigger and bigger and bigger.
I see. Any other special differentiation with the underside of the leaf?
For the underside, both Anoectochilus and Ludisia will be the same. They'll be slightly purplish.
So you're saying that these were actually collected somewhere locally?
Yes, they were collected from a forest, reserve forest in Malaysia near a dam. And then it was brought back to Penang, and then it was cultivated in Penang for a few years before I brought it here to Ipoh to be further cultivated lah. So these are all actually originally from the forest. It's a species, it's not a hybrid.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for the explanation.
Most welcome.
So, well, I look forward to your comments because I'm scratching my head. I'm still learning a lot about jewel orchids. So for those of you who are more, experienced in growing them and know about botanical characteristics, morphology about them, please put your comments below. So that's it from me. I'm Hendrika, your guide to Once Upon an Orchid. Till the next episode. Bye.